there's this whole spectrum. There's also Yasin Malik in your book, some very interesting, I don't know how much you want to dwell on it now or just urge people to read it for themselves. But from 84 to now, if I was to ask you, and you do that in your epilogue, and you've done that in the introduction as well, how has the Indian state, which has been a critical player in all these conflicts that you've essayed here, how has that kind of changed from then to now? I mean, 4 decades is a long time. We've seen several flavors of government, several types. How would you see the change now as somebody who's still reporting or making your cause? There's this very fine interview with Omar Abdullah post the reading down of Article 370. So what are the changes you see, Shami?
So I don't see an effort being made to walk the road to peace. And I think walking the road to peace is very critical. And it has become more critical after what we saw in Pahalgam. We're talking 2025. On the 22nd of April, heavily armed terrorists literally walked out of the woods. There was not a policeman in sight. It's a 1-hour trek from the road to the Baisaran meadow. Omar Abdullah had to see 26 tourists sort of had to return their bodies in coffins. It was a reminder of the fact that we continue to live in conflicted times. And Seema, I have covered Kashmir since Rubaiya's kidnapping in 1989, and she was the daughter then of the serving Union Home Minister, Mufti Muhammad Saeed. I've seen various peace efforts, right? I've seen several interlocutors being appointed. Even Narendra Modi appointed an interlocutor, a former Director General of the Intelligence Bureau, Dineshwar Sharma. But he wasn't really given the power to engage, and I've interacted with him both as the DIB and as the interlocutor. I think he understood Kashmir pretty well, and he was keen to walk that path to peace. So I was talking about being a Kashmir watcher since 1989, and so many promises made, so many promises broken. When I look back at Kashmir, I see so much debris. We have not tried to pick up the pieces and try and consider the fact that the people who inhabit what we call the crown on India's head, we keep talking about, Kashmir being the crown on India's head, but I'm afraid we've just looked at Kashmir as a piece of real estate.